Coca-Cola for the past 5 years now, and you know that the policy changes in India have been quite frequent in last years. Single-use plastic has been a matter of active discussion. What steps have been taken by Coca-Cola to reduce the use of single-use plastics? What material changes is Coca-Cola working on to make their packaging sustainable?
Thank you, Susan, for the question. I hope all of you are well and carrying on your duties with full regard for your personal safety and the safety of your family and colleagues. At the outset, I thank the International Council of Circular Economy, one of the largest international networks for professionals, for organizing this. And the topic circular economy solution to packaging industry is really timely. And my greetings to Oscar and to Shalini, Sandeep, Yogesh, Susanna from ICCE. You see, I intend to begin with a very brief background where we are with respect to the Extended Producer's Responsibility, or the EPR law, as we say in India. This should be helpful. Extended Producer's Responsibility means the responsibility of a producer from the environmentally sound management of the product till the end of its life. The plastic management law has been there since the 2016, and currently a new plastic framework is announced that is under discussion. Policy changes continue, and as you can see, it's an evolving subject. The new plastic framework, which has just been announced and is under discussion, has been applauded by the stakeholders, and it opens up a number of institutional and policy interventions. For example, a national digital framework to digitize all plastic EPR activities is on the anvil. Dovetailing solid waste management at the urban local bodies level with the plastic EPR is on the cards. These are the basics of any extended producer's responsibility. More clear communication on national priorities as per the EPR laws to bring about a harmonization of the state and national priorities, that has also been stressed. Targets have been announced in this new plastics framework, 90% recycle in 5 years. Companies have requested recycling capacity enhancement in the country as well as the registration of recyclers. It is a request from many companies, which is a requirement of the law in order to be able to meet the requirements of EPR. Similarly, a lot of incentives and credits have also been recommended, and waste plastic that does not already have a price is expected to acquire a price. Some companies have suggested that refuse-derived fuel be encouraged. Others have said that the GST tax for recycled products be reduced. While there is a fee-based model which has been proposed where a company can simply pay a fee to comply with the EPR, larger companies already are invested in the EPR, which is very good news, thanks to the law being there since 2016. With this background, let me say that the single-use plastic, there is no definition as of now. The Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change Committee has not come up with the definition as yet. Therefore, it's our responsibility to ensure that we do not litter or let the plastics end up in landfills or in watercourses. At Hindustan Coca-Cola, around 80 to 85% of all our material is PET, which is recycled to the extent of 90% in India. PET is collected, sorted, cleaned, shredded, and made into washed flakes, polyester fiber, which is used for a variety of applications like filling material for cushions, pillows, and converted to fabrics. It is important to appreciate that not all plastics are equally recyclable as PET. Other plastics are recycled based on their recyclability or converted to energy, used in road making, co-processing in cement plants. It's encouraging to note that these have begun to fetch a price for their quality. We also use some multi-layered plastics. For example, we have MLPs in Tetra Pak, which are collected and converted to useful products such as compressed pallets. 54% of all Tetra Pak cartons are collected and recycled each year. The company aims to take it to 100%. So what material changes in Coca-Cola working to make their packaging sustainable? Well, our philosophy of our packaging waste program World Without Waste, is based on the targets for design, collection, and partnership. We were one of the first companies to conduct a life cycle assessment on packaging way back in 1980s. And our philosophy is based on design. The target is to make 100% of our packaging recyclable globally by 2025 and use at least 50% recycled material in our packaging by 2030. Collect and recycle a bottle or can for each one we sell by 2030, aluminum cans, and partner, bring people together to support a healthy and debris-free environment. What we are now calling the extended customer responsibility, just like there is an extended producer's responsibility. Lightweighting consists of reducing the weight of packaging through design changes, and this has been a core part of our packaging DNA. So with lightweighting, at times we have been able to reduce 10 to 30% of the material, depending on the requirements of the market and manufacturing and distribution infrastructure. Also, we have made material substitutions. An example of material substitution is the use of PETG, polyethylene terephthalate glycol, commonly known as PETG, to replace the PVC sleeves. PVC is difficult to recycle or dispose and poses a problem to recycle. So a combination of lightweighting and material substitutions help us to make a fully recyclable kind of a packaging. Thank you so much. Suzanne.